Hello everybody and welcome to the newest edition of JoDee Jeans Kitchen. And today we are going to do pan-seared scallops with Brussels sprouts and an avocado, tomato, basil salad. What we're going to start with, because this is there's not a lot of downtime in this dish, so we're going to start off with the Brussels sprouts. And I have cut up most of them into corners, but I just wanted you to see that, quarters, sorry, that you try to keep them about the same size, and just like anything else that's going to go in the oven, whether it's potatoes or whatnot. And we are going to use my little zesty Italian trick on these two, but we're going to spice it up with just a little bit of red pepper flake, some bacon grease, which you should always have around, and olive oil. And these are going to take about 20 minutes to roast on 400. And while you definitely want to put these in first because the scallops are going to take no time. And while this is cooking, we're going to cut up all the ingredients to go in this fresh avocado basil salad. And it is very good together. So we're going to put these on here. And just like anything else we're going to put in the oven, we're going to spread it out so it cooks evenly. Just like that. And then we're going to go over here into the oven with that, and you can tell that almost all of them are separated. Yum, yum. All right, now we are going to start assembling the stuff to cook our scallops. Some of the main things that people mess up when they're cooking scallops is, number one, they overcook them. That's the big thing. Number two, they do not dry them. They don't sear a scallop. They're basically sauteing a scallop. What we're going to do today is we're actually searing the scallops like we do at the restaurant. And these aren't the type of scallops we use at IPPY'S. These are regular. I bought these at Kroger. So they're not the dry packed. They will shrink, unlike the ones that we use for the restaurant with our brown bacon scallop. We're going to do a little bit of a variance on that today, where we're going to dry these out. And we're not seasoning them at all. So I've let them sit here on the paper towel, and I flipped them over, and they've been sitting out here for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to let them warm up just a little bit because you want them to be about medium to medium rare. I like them medium rare to rare, but for everybody here, we're going to cook them until they're a little bit more done. So first thing we're going to start with is we're going to get our pan on, and we're going to render down 6 pieces of bacon. And we're going to cut it open, and we're going to save all of the juices from the bacon, and we're going to use olive oil to help sear these scallops and have a beautiful flavor. And, we're going to serve it just like we do at IPPY'S with the bacon pieces on top. And we might even use just a little bit of it with the gnocchi that we're going to fix too. And something's wrong with my stove. So cut this up in little squares. And when you're rendering down bacon, it's going to be crispy because you want to cook out as much of the bacon fat as you can, because that's going to lend to cooking the scallops and giving them that beautiful flat bacon scallop flavor. So put that on there. And evidently this eye is not going to work. We'll use this eye. All right, let that cook down for a second. And we're going to start assembling make sure you change your cutting board when you're using bacon versus the salad, because we're not going to cook the salad. Hopefully nothing got on there. So I'll set this over here. And we'll keep an eye on this because it is going to cook fast. All right. Now the avocado salad is, take your avocados. And if anybody is not familiar with how to break down an avocado, we're going to learn how to do that. And see, that's what happens sometimes. They're not good. But that's what happens when you get them on sale. Hopefully we'll have one that's going to work. And there is a little trick to it with the little knot in the front, but that doesn't always work. And this one is definitely ripe, and it's still good, thank goodness. Take your little thing, pop it out. And we're going to cut this open in squares like this. And this one's almost not good, but it'll be good for what we need. And then you get it out there just like that. And this one's so soft, I don't even think I need to cut it. Get that brown part off of there. I don't think it'll hurt you, but we have plenty. All right. See, they say that when you pull this out, if it's brown or a little bit brown, then it's perfect. But you never know with an avocado. Never know. This one's perfect. Use the little seed trick. I'm going to go over here and stir my bacon. It's like the multitasking thing. That's why I cut up the Brussel sprouts beforehand, because we're going to do a lot of stirring and stuff. And cook that down. You don't want to cook it on too high because you want it to, cook evenly, and that's what the main part about stirring it is. All right, so break this down just like the other one. Leave the brown bits in like that. Just scoop it out without it. Next one. Now the key to avocados is you need citrus. You need lemon juice, you need lime juice, or some kind of juice so they don't turn brown as soon as you put them in the bowl. Now we're going to use lemon juice because this isn't like, we're not going to do like they do like salsa or whatever. This is more of just a fresh mix of flavors and vegetables to go along with your scallops. Something nice and light. Also, carb-free. Other than the gnocchi, and you can always, it's gluten-free, so you can always splurge on it just a little bit. You don't have to eat the whole thing. And I think when I was reading the directions, a third of the whole box only has like 38 carbs. And if you're doing the keto like myself, then you have at least 20-some you can sacrifice or splurge, because Sunday is the Lord's carbs, they say. But I haven't been doing that, so I started doing it a little bit, and it's definitely helping with the weight loss a little bit more. All right, so back to our fresh salad. We're going to take that, cut it up a little bit. We're going to put about a fourth of an onion in here. I don't know why that keeps dinging. Fourth of an onion, kind of small. I mean, it doesn't have to be tiny. Remember, this is just a salad. Give it a stir. When it starts popping, you definitely need to know that you need to pay attention to it. There we go. All right, break this down. And you don't have to put tomatoes in here if you don't like tomatoes. I'm doing tomatoes, avocados, fresh basil. Like I said, it's going to have a different flavor than just regular old pico de gallo. All right, so put those in there. Going to do about a third of this mozzarella. And you can use shredded cheese. If you don't have this, I use shredded cheese at the lake this Sunday, because I usually like to test out all my recipes on my friends to make sure that everything's good. And I used the shredded cheese because I forgot the fresh mozzarella. So by all means, change up the cheese however you want. And it was still really good. And then just break it down in little squares. It stays better than you think the mozzarella does into squares. But I used the pepper jack, and the pepper jack was really good. All right, so throw that in there. And then add some tomatoes, however many you like, or like I said, not at all. But we're trying to get fresh, something different, you know, rather than just your macaroni salad or your potato salad, something that you can bring to a cookout and everybody knows that you're on the keto, but it's still something that you can eat and they're all going to enjoy it also. That's one of the tricks that people are missing when they're asking me questions on Facebook. They're like, my family is eating something else than I'm eating, and I don't feel like I'm getting full, I feel deprived. And I'm like, make things like this. Go back to some of my episodes. Look up some of the other things that I've cooked in there and, you know, pick them apart, add something together or change it up however you want. The worst thing is to go around and feel like you're on a diet, because keto is really like a lifestyle than it is a diet. All right, so our salad is almost done. We're going to do olive oil, basil, which is, you have to have basil in this. If you don't like basil, use cilantro, but the basil is really, really where it's at. All right, our bacon is, I'm gonna let go for another second. As you can tell, I don't know if you can get a close up in here of this, but we have about a 1/4 inch of bacon, fat, that's rendered. I'm gonna separate that and put it out during the break right here and just let the pieces get brown. But we've made, just with that 6 pieces of bacon, we've made quite a bit. And then I'm gonna add it in as neat as when I cook the scallops, because you don't want the scallops to be all crunched together. You want them to actually sear. So I'm gonna pull that aside right now and finish with this. And then we'll go to break and I will show you how to cook the scallops and put it together. All right, so breaking down basil, you want to spread the leaves out like this, kind of like flat. And this is the easiest way to chop this up that I have found, because I use a lot of basil. I actually grow a lot of basil. So, and then mascot, buddy, lay down. So then with the mascot, he likes basil too. Anyway, go lay down, buddy. So then you take the basil and you cut it long ways. Cut it long ways, and then you can, I guess it's called chiffonade when you roll it over and chop it up. Anyway, see how it's nice little squares? Because you cut it down the middle and then you slice it up. Go. All right. Now we're going to get salt and pepper. Don't forget the pepper trick, where it comes out faster and yummy and loud. And I'm actually going to put red pepper flakes in here. You can put jalapeno, but this has, I can judge the heat of this just a little bit better than you can a jalapeno, because you don't want this to be too hot, but you want it to have spice and flavor. So stir this up, and then just like anything else, you're going to have to taste it to see if it's salty enough. And you can also add Italian seasoning and, I mean, all kinds of things. However, whatever taste profile you're going for. But this is almost ready. Give it a little taste here. And it's good. Yummy. Might need just a little bit more lemon. And notice how I'm catching the seeds as I'm doing the lemon. Because you don't want a whole bunch of seeds in there. Just a little bit more. There you go. Alrighty, now set this aside. And I am going to get the pans ready and separate off the bacon from the grease. And then when we come back, we're going to fry up the scallops and the gnocchi and put it all together. Thank you.
JoDee's Kitchen is brought to you in part by the Harvester Performance Center. World-class entertainment year-round. Harvester Performance Center, downtown Rocky Mount. Visit harvester-music.com.
Hi, I'm Robbie, manager at Quick Lube. I want to take a second and talk about your car. We've all been caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. You don't have time to spend hours at a shop for a simple oil change and tire rotation. Here at Quick Lube, we change your oil, not your schedule. We operate on a first come, first served basis, so no appointment necessary. We also repair those squeaky brakes, put you some tires on, and do an alignment all in one shop.
Serving you with 2 locations, 700 Liberty Street in Martinsville and 6518 Greensboro Road in Ridgeway.
So we're good.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Robbie, manager at Quick Lube. I want to take a
Well, here
God
we
bless.
go.
Are you looking for great food and entertainment? IPPY'S restaurant is the place to be. We have been serving local communities since 1919. With made-from-scratch entrees and specialty dishes like our famous Oyster Rockefeller, smoked prime rib, and hand-carved filet mignon, we have a great selection of menu items that are all made to order for your everyday dining or special occasions. We also offer private rooms, catering services, and have a wonderful assortment of local bands that play in the lounge. IPPY'S Restaurant and Lounge, 1760 North Main Street, Rocky Mount.
When it comes to something as important as your home's electrical work, call on your friends at Shively Electric Company. We're proud to have been serving this community for over 40 years. We're the people that you greet at the grocery store, we're the people that you worship with at church, and then we're the people that have fun at local community events. We've been here with you from day one. We'll be here with you when you need us. So for all of your electrical needs, call on your friends at Shively Electric Company.
We're all out here in the community. We're part of the community. You know, I was born and raised here. A lot of our customers have been customers of ours for life. You know, I've been here for 12 years. There's the get more, the do more, the play more, and the start unlimited. And then there is also a 5th option it's called Just Kids. But the whole idea is that there's a flexible, different option for every customer, whatever suits their needs. So, you know, there's some added benefits and some added features that they've kind of tweaked from the previous unlimited plans that give all the customers a equal or better deal, but more value and more features like that 5G access. Yeah, well, we try to carry everything. And if we don't have something people are looking for, we can special order it, drop ship it straight to their house. So we try to have anything and everything we possibly can, but if we don't have it, we'll get it for you.
Hi, Barry Nelson here at Nelson Kia Subaru. It's never been a better time to buy than now. Save now on this brand new 2019 Kia Rio for only $169 a month. Got another great deal. 1.9 financing for 72 months on new WRXs and new Legacies here at Nelson Kia Subaru. 0% financing on all these brand new Kias. Remember, got double your warranty. That's 200,000 miles and 20 years worth of warranty on Nelson Kias. On remaining 2019 Outbacks, 0% financing. Best deal ever. Come by Nelson Kia Subaru, take advantage of these great deals, and remember, everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Today, we are going to finish up our delicious scallop, gnocchi, Brussels sprout, and avocado, tomato, onion, basil salad. So this has been sitting here for just a couple minutes, and it's all the flavors are melding together. As you can tell, it looks delicious. I have separated the bacon grease from the bacon and poured half of it into here. And now we are going to start cooking the gnocchi and the scallops. So we're going to turn the gnocchi on, not as high as the scallops, because we're going to sear the scallops. And I'm going to add a little bit of this grapeseed oil in to cut the butter, the bacon grease, because it has a higher burn temperature than the other. And the gnocchi, all I did was cook it for 4 minutes in boiling water, and then I strained it. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, some garlic salt, pepper, and then real butter to that. And we'll finish it off with some Parmesan cheese. So while that is heating up, I'm going to get the Parmesan shredded. Because like I said, I really didn't do anything off screen at all. And this is a kind of dish where you can just literally whip together. And just think how fast it would be if you didn't bake the Brussels sprouts in the oven. So the gnocchi's cooking, and we are ready to start assembling the scallops. So I'm only going to put just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper on here. Not much at all. Because the scallops have a wonderful flavor on their own. So I'm going to put them in the pan and see how they, not too many. That's the key. Oh, so we're going to do that many. I'm going to save those. All right. So the gnocchi, only thing you need to do with the gnocchi, like I said, I did this when I was prepping the Brussels sprouts. You just turn the water on, 4 minutes, and you're golden. So, all right, we're going to put some Brussels sprouts on the plate. And if you're seeing a theme with the Parmesan and stuff, it's definitely good. It's just a light bit of cheese, and it adds a little bit of flavor, especially if you're doing keto. We're going to put a little bit of the fresh avocado salad over here. Now, do not stir the scallops until they get brown on the underside. And then you're going to flip them over. And as you can tell, I have done this a time or two since we are on a time frame here. I do know how long they take to cook, but you can play it by ear at home, and you can't hurt them as long as you don't overcook them. Now look at the color on here and see if it's good. I need another minute. And I would use cast iron for this also. And it is going to splash. So we're going to turn it over and get some color on those. This side of the pan's browning better. And notice how I'm moving it over to the part that's browning better. I'm going to put them up there and let them brown up there. And get just a little crisp on there. That's what you want. Almost ready. You want to cook them until they're about medium rare. You can help use the temperature gauge, the thermopin, to help you. I would say about 135. We'll test one of these out when it's ready. See how that's beautiful right there. We're going to test that guy. 140, perfect. Coming back out. That one's a little bit more, but it's perfect. Perfectly browned. Look at the color on that. That's what you want when you're bringing them out of the pan. You want them to have that beautiful color. The thicker one you're going to leave in there just a little bit longer. But those are going to be amazing. Come over here. That little guy's done. And I don't even have to take the temperature of them, but I will. You kind of know when they're done after you cook a couple of them. And the thicker one's going to be in there just another minute. And I actually am going to roll him on his side and get him back in the grease a little. We cook these at the restaurant, like the dry scallops, and we use the brown bacon sauce, which we're going to do right now. And I'm sure he's done. Yep. Coming out with him. Now take this off so nothing happens to it. All right, and I'm going to come over here and put a little bit of the bacon butter that we just cooked it in on top of it. The brown bacon butter has so much flavor in it, and we're going to drizzle it over top of the scallops, just like that. And then we're going to take some Parmesan cheese and put it over the gnocchi. And if you've never had gnocchi, it's like a potato Italian form of, pasta-ish kind of thing. It's really good. All right, now we're going to try one of these. Sprinkle some bacon bits on top of the scallops, just like that. And this, as you can tell, the bacon definitely adds the flavor. But you're going to get like a little light flavor of bacon on the scallops with the bacon grease. You can still taste the scallop, but you taste the bacon and just the seasoning a little bit. It's wonderful. And then, of course, the gnocchi. You can't go wrong with gnocchi. You can add it to any dish. But there you have it. The scallop, like we do at IPPY'S, with the brown bacon sauce and the rendered down pieces of bacon, the fresh avocado salad, Brussel sprouts, and the gnocchi. And it's just really good. Don't feel like you have to have the gnocchi if you're doing the keto. But like I said, you see how much is there. 1/3 of it is like 28 carbs. Have a little taste. It's not going to kill you. And I want to thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, JoDee Jeans Kitchen on YouTube, and for also all the questions and comments that y'all ask me throughout the month on how to do this or that. It really lets me know that you're watching. And if you have any questions, you can email me at jodie.jeans@gmail.com or check out our webpage at IPPY'S Restaurant. It has all of our menus, entertainment schedule, and just other little tidbits about the family and everything on there. So once again, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, Barry Nelson here, GR Chevrolet in Stanleytown. We've got year-end closeout starting now. We're going to save you thousands on these new vehicles. 2019 Sierras, $10,000 off. 2019 Chevrolet pickups, $8,000 off. Brand new Sonic loaded, only $239 a month. We've got cruises, $139 a month. Come see us here at GR Chevrolet in Stanleytown, where everybody knows cars cost less.
You've got it all at your fingertips. Video, email, music, and now BTW21, your neighborhood network. The all-new BTW21.com. Local news at your fingertips.